A manager that is going to get the sack pretty soon, I would say, Sean Dyche. I want to talk about Everton a little bit because this is important because this could be completely different though. This could be completely different. So they lost today in penalties against Southampton in the EFL Cup, right?
Jeez.
They lost before this. They lost against Aston Villa 3-2 over the weekend.
After leading 2-0.
Yeah, and then they lost to Bournemouth 3-2 after leading 2-0, and then before that they beat Doncaster 3-0 in the EFL Cup. But then they lost 4-0 to Tottenham and 3-0 to Brighton. But the last 3 matches, they've gone up. So the last one, they went up by 1 goal. But the 2 before that, they went up by 2 goals and then gave up 3 goals in the last 20 minutes of the game or whatever. So Sean Dyche is getting the sack.
He's smart.
How's he smart?
I know what he's doing.
What's he doing?
He knows he's going to get the sack. So he's betting against himself when they go up 2-0. Man is onto something. You know how much money people have made on those scores? Crazy. Tons.
I mean, you really think people are making bets that
Everton lose? Yeah, probably. But
that
Sean
Bournemouth
Dyche
is going to come back at Goodison Park?
What did we talk about Everton on the last podcast? I think that was one of my teams that I said, one of the managers that we talked about was going to get sacked, Sean Dyche. I don't know how you go into a season with a manager like that after last season, of how they're running towards the end of last season, how they ended, and how bad they started. And I don't know how you're in Everton, because Everton's not a small team.
No,
let's be honest. Like, as much as I want to hate them because they're in Liverpool and all that, rivals, well, supposedly rivals, not really, but like it's not a Burnley, where it's not a Luton Town. It's an established Premier League team that should be doing a lot better than they are. And if I'm the owner, even though the owners are terrible as well, to getting deducted points and not following all those rules. But anyway, you go into a season with Sean Dyche and you're like, you know what? Yeah, this is good. Yeah, we're in a good spot. No, nobody in their right mind thinks that. Why are you thinking that?
I think that they thought they were going to get into a relegation battle again, and that's why they kept him. 'Cause he's always, who wins so many relegation battles and somehow stays up? Sean Dyche. We're keeping him.
Yeah,
and now they're in one, but they can't go down really because they're building that new stadium. Like, imagine if they go down. They can't.
It's a nice stadium too.
It's a gorgeous stadium right on the water.
Right on the water.
It looks awesome.
Yes.
They literally cannot go down.
Georgie just wants them to stay up because that's Liverpool's rival in the derby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Merseyside derby will be no more.
So Georgie wants them to stay up because you want somebody to beat up on every time you guys have a derby.
Yeah. To be fair, they beat us last season, so I can't really say much. But I don't to me, Sean Dyche is
fucking legend, mate.
Look, he's in the Premier League. He's a manager, so obviously he's doing something right. So who am I to say he's not a good manager? But to me, he's awful. So any Everton fan that I talk to has been Sean Dyche out since last season. I don't know how the guy is still there. Obviously, to Joe's point, yeah, they thought they were going to be in the, but
that's the only logical thing that makes sense in my brain.
But think about this. Let's keep the guy that doesn't put us in the relegation battle just so he could potentially keep us out of it.
Oh, yeah, man.
Big Sam, bring him on, man. Big Sam is coming for sure.
Yeah, Big Sam's got to be in retirement.
You think
no, Moyes is
he might be
back.
coaching.
You think Allardyce is the first?
No, I think Moyes.
No. I mean, you think he's the first manager to get the sack, and if so, when?
Oh, Sean Dyche?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to get the first.